Hello again. One of the things which I always enjoy is seeing universities conducting immensely complicated, expensive and time-consuming studies to confirm something or other which no normal person has ever doubted for a moment. The latest instance of this is, of course, the bunch of neuroscientists at Stanford University in America who have published a paper which shows that men and women are different. That is to say that they have different levels of ability when it comes to things like reading maps and understanding people's expressions. I wonder how many people watching this, whether men or women, were at all surprised at such a finding. Women are, of course, more interested in faces from birth than male babies. This is not something which society indoctrinates them into behaving in this or that way. It's obvious from the very moment that babies are born that they have different interests. Boy babies prefer things to people, and this is a tendency which persists into adulthood. Women like to talk to people and relate to them, while men like to fool about with inanimate objects, whether these are motorbikes, guns or fishing rods. The typical male interaction with other males involves a quest for dominance and status. With women, the desire is for understanding and empathy. I don't say that either of these ways is better than the other, but this is how men and women differ, which seems to me to be unarguably true. At Stanford, they trained an AI program to look at scans of brains and found that it was able 9 times out of 10 to say if it was a man's brain or a woman's. The differences lay in both that part of the brain used for spatial processing, like map reading, and also the bit of the brain which deals with what are known as social brain regions. Those parts which help us to think about ourselves and relate to others. The modern fashionable theory is that brains are on a continuum when it comes to being male or female. That is to say, there are no actual sharp and identifiable differences between male and female brains, but that we are all a bit male and a bit female, and the proportions differ. This new research seems to say that that's nonsense, and that we either have a man's brain or a woman's one. In my own marriage, this is undeniably true, and my wife often remarks that she thinks I have a catastrophic social skills deficit. I'm absolutely hopeless at socialising, and when she has friends round, I usually beetle off upstairs, read a book or something. However, when the sat-nav is on the blink, she knows that I will be able to use the Ordnance Survey map, or that if the lawnmower needs fixing, I'm the person for the job. Almost every couple I know has a similar specialisation of roles, even the most right-on and progressive types. It's something we all know, and it's how most of us live. The news from Stanford is amusing, but I think that the only ones who are likely to be shocked will be ideologically left-wing people, for whom it is an article of faith that all brains, male and female, black and white, are interchangeable and, broadly speaking, identical. Few of us believe this to be true, though.